Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
It's the internet. You need to protect yourself.
A reminder about hackers after a woman tries to sue a sex toy company.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. A woman in Illinois says she bought a sex toy and didn't realize that the device collects personal information.
The company WeVibe makes smart sex toys that allow you to connect them with an app to your smartphone. The device uses Bluetooth, and recently, experts proved that they can be hacked.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson explains.
In a place that's considered taboo, with products people don't really talk about, there's a new trend you probably haven't heard about.
The Classic, the 4 Plus, the Rave, and the Nova.
Smart sex toys. There's a number of companies that make them, and different kinds. This one, WeVibe, has a free app that allows you to connect your device and use your phone to control it.
You can change intensities.
Recently, a woman who was using WeVibe found out it could be hacked and is trying to sue the company, saying her personal information that they tracked could be exposed.
It's the internet. You need to protect yourself.
The company released a statement saying they are concerned about privacy, but say you don't need to put any personal information into the app, not even a name.
The only thing they're really tracking right now is they're tracking the temperature of the toy to make sure that the motors are working right. It's not running too hot, and they're tracking which different vibrations people are using so that they know, okay, this is one that someone likes, so let's come up with something like that that's even better.
Kim Patterson, owner of Enchantises, says it's a reach that a hacker would want that kind of information. She says people need to educate themselves more about technology and about sex in general.
The public schools have done a really bad job on educating us.
If you're purchasing one of these or any other device, do your research first. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Patterson says the first priority of Enchantises is sexual health and education. There are other types of smart sex toys they sell that are used more for exercise and women's health.
More than 24 members of a Fargo-based North Dakota Army National Guard unit could provide military police support in Afghanistan by early 2018. About 30 members of the 191st Military Police Company were placed on alert status, but the decision to send them overseas has yet to be made. The unit would aid U.S. and coalition forces in the Middle East. The 191st Military Police Company provides law enforcement duties, area security, detention, operations, and criminal investigations, among other things.
The Standing Rock Sioux Tribe has been given the okay by the Army Corps of Engineers to use Corps land south of the Cannonball River to protest the Dakota Access Pipeline. The Corps says the tribe's spiritual gathering south of the river was granted a permit for a lawful free speech demonstration on federal lands. However, the Corps did not decide on the tribe's request to use the land, where thousands of protesters have been staying for weeks. A Corps spokesperson says the protesters are encouraged to relocate.
It was no hoax. That's what police and Holy Family Church officials tell Valley News Live tonight surrounding a threat made to the facility. The doors of the school and church were locked following the threat to the facility yesterday. Police are running extra patrols around the area night and day, and police say detectives now have some leads in the case that they're running down. Regular masses will be held as scheduled tomorrow and Sunday, and the school will reopen on Monday.
Fire crews have finally gained control of a fire that engulfed a barn in rural Hawley, Minnesota.
The walls of that barn came tumbling down. The farmer owner stood in disbelief that his family would be going through this for the second time since 2013. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons explains.
Warren Dunham was hard at work on his farm this afternoon. He says he had gone out in the field to chop corn when he turned around and saw his barn go up in flames.
So we don't know what really started it. I mean, everything's brand new.
The Dunham farm had a fire back in 2013, caused by a dry heater, killing livestock and burning down an old dairy barn. The livestock made it out okay, but the rest is a bit different.
There's nothing left now.
It started in probably the hay storage area between the wall of that and the shop is where we're thinking. That's where it looks like it's burnt out the worst.
While trying to put out the flames, some firefighters were feeling overwhelmed by the heat. One was taken to the hospital, and the Salvation Army came on the scene.
You know, with all the gear that they have on, they get really exhausted really quickly. So we're there to make sure that they can keep going.
The fire chief says a few factors make this fire difficult to tackle.
Through the mud slop, and it's hard to set up close to it, and so it's a tough fight.
Fire crews now have this fire under control, and it's a matter of waiting for the bales of hay and straw to go out. In the meantime, Dunham says he's trying to decide where to go from here.
We'll probably rebuild, yeah. But right now, we don't know.
In rural Holly, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
As soon as the bales of hay and straw go out, fire-wise, a backhoe will come into the property to dig a hole and bury the remains.
How trained are your children's child care providers? A conference this weekend aims to help you get informed. Part of it has to do with the tragic death of 6-month-old Owen Skoji in June of 2015. A local daycare was so moved they held a lemonade stand for the last 2 summers. And this year, some of the money is going toward this event. Addison's law, passed during the North Dakota legislative session, this past session, requires all daycare providers to have SIDS training.
Sudden infant death syndrome is very scary, but as a daycare provider, you're taking on the responsibility of someone else's child in your home or in your center.
While Skoji's death was ruled a homicide, his organs were donated to those in need.
54 new houses in the FM area are open to you this weekend for the 17th annual Parade of Homes. Parade goers can look at the new designs or get ideas for decorating their own homes. New on the route this time is a home aimed at first-time home buyers. The builder of this home says it runs about $225,000. They say there's a demand from buyers wanting homes under the $250,000 price tag. The Home Builders Association says regulations, special assessments, and land prices add quite a bit to the price of building one. The remodeled home tour is next weekend. Parade goers can see 4 different homes, some fully remodeled or some with remodeled kitchens or bathrooms. Many of the homes on the parade route are free, and to get tickets, click on this story on our website at valleynewslive.com.